Thank you, Jeff, and thanks to the WBT folks for allowing Neurolutions to come tell our story here today, and thank all of y'all for taking a few minutes to come listen. What you're seeing there on the screen is operation of some simple machinery. On the left, a video game, and on the right, a prosthetic hand that is being operated solely by interpreting what those patients are thinking. I'm Sean Lunny, and I work at Neurolutions, and Neurolutions is in the business of putting together a platform technology for enabling direct interpretation of brainwave activity converted into instruction sets for simple machines or simple machinery. The real advantage to Neurolutions technology are really twofold. The first being that we've patented the use of electrocardiographic signals. When you think about capturing a robust, reliable, meaningful signal out of brain tissue or brainwave activities, there's three different ways you can do it. On the surface, through the skull with traditional EEG, with deep dwelling single arrays recording single neuron activities, or the Neurolutions way, which is with electrocardiography below the skull but on the dura of the brain. And the evidence seems to point very clearly that just like Goldilocks porridge, the Neurolutions approach of electrocardiography is really just right for capturing that signal. We have already tested what we're doing in patients. There's about 35 patients who've undergone seizure surgery monitoring, and we've been using our example technology to do that. The team at Neurolutions consists of a very experienced scientific team. If you look in the world of brain-computer interface or direct brain interpretation, they're probably one of the top 5 teams in the U.S., if not the world. They're being paired with a group of folks that I've worked with over the years in developing other neuro companies that have very much experience putting together small implantable devices, running clinical trials and getting clearance, and then commercializing those devices. And then we also have a board of directors which will grow over time and currently includes some fairly prestigious members of the neurosurgery community. Initial indications for use of the device are for people with motor impairment, either through spinal cord injury or amputees, where they could then interface with a computer by driving the mouse and telling instructions from their thoughts, and or operating simple devices that would act as the prosthetic for hand grasp motion, and then also eventually stroke. And again, what you're seeing here is a video of someone operating a computer game just by thought alone. The initial target markets are large. If you look at the spinal cord injury population, there's almost $18 million a year in ongoing revenue in terms of the incidence cases, and just short of $500 million in the prevalence cases. And then if you look at the larger market of amputees, it's about twice that size. And then there's also some early work going on in stroke rehab and recovery. The Neurolutions team right now is working very lean and very efficiently. The biggest constraint to moving this product forward quicker has been the availability of capital. We've applied for a number of grants to help achieve that goal, and we've also been seeking the third investor to complete our first round or Series A financing, which will give us a grand total of $1 million to develop an IDE-ready or investigational device exemption-ready prototype product. The second key milestone would then be to complete an investigational device exemption or IDE pilot study of some 15 to 30 patients, and then that would follow on with a large pivotal trial to seek approval for the therapy or the device. So in summary, when you think about Neurolutions, we've patented the best approach to brain-computer interface. We've proven that approach can work in patients undergoing seizure surgery monitor. The markets that we're initially targeting to serve are large and very much in need of something to help them get better interface with their environment. Our THINC system, as we've envisioned it and begun building and designing it, is a platform technology that can initially be used by indications that the company develops, but eventually could also be co-developed or co-marketed with other companies, for instance, wheelchair control or other device control directly. There's a strong technical team, one of the best in the country, certainly if not the world, combined with experienced and proven commercial development team. There's significant and protected intellectual property to this approach and some other things that we're doing, and we've completed 55% of our Series A funding.